Hey guys, welcome back to Dislyte. In today's video, I managed to clear Kronos 10. I can auto it on a 50% win rate, which actually isn't too bad considering you only lose 1 energy for a loss. But I just wanted to take you through the team. I was pretty rats, managed to do it within my first 3 days of play. This event is showing me on day 4, but I started my account 30 minutes before the day changeover, so I'm still in my first 72 hours, which I was pretty happy with. Now, it's not a free-to-play team. I'm going to work on the free-to-play team next to try and, help people out with that, but it's only the one luxury unit, which is Lin Xiao. The rest are completely free to play. Well, Li Ling, you've got to get him from your beginner banner if you want to do this, but otherwise you could probably work around it. But I'll show you the team anyway, the setup, show you a run, and just talk about some tips that I have for people when building the team. And then, like I said, once I get the full free-to-play one done, I have a feeling that I might be able to drop Lin Xiao and actually sub in once I finally get her, because this whole system is horrible for trying to get the Espers from the ripples. But once I get Yeshua, I feel like you could almost drop Lin Xiao for her and have this as just like a really slow team. I'll have to test it to see if it works, but I feel like it could be viable. But I'll try that out in the future. It'll just be a much slower grind. But let's go through the team. So first off, obviously Lin Xiao, then we do have Li Ling, we have Changpu, we have Helena, and then I did fuse Gabrielle. Now I did go ahead and do a cheeky 10 pull and get myself a Sally. I do also have Chang'e, but Chang'e, I think you say it, I don't know. But which are both good healers, but I'm going to stick to using Helena for the memes. Also, I just like the fact with Helena and 3 stars in general, they're so easy to skill up that you can get them maxed out, and she's got a pretty big heal and 3-turn cooldown. So I just like saving the investment. If I can get away with using her as a 3-star in the dungeons and not have to use skill ups into other 5 stars, then, it's a win for me. So that's just me. A lot of people say Helena's just trash. I honestly don't mind her, but I am using her and Changpu. Also, they're easier to get their limit breaks, so you get bonus stats as well to put into them. So, that's just something to think about. But the first thing I want to look at is, first I'll go through skill ups. So she is max skilled except for the basic attack, because I didn't really care once I got these 2 maxed. He has no skill ups into him. She is max skilled except for the skill 1. I just wanted to get the cooldown reductions here. I had to max her completely out to get the final 2. So she is maxed out, and Gabrielle is effectively maxed out. There's one that I'm not going to go to here. I used all my 5-star upgrades on her to get those cooldowns reduced, which is really important. So that's the skills. Now, relics. So if you're doing this with 2 DPS, and this goes for campaign and everywhere else in the game as well, what I like to do, if you have Li Ling, this is specifically Li Ling, but it also applies to Wukong, because Wukong does have a self-heal. So I like to have Li Ling on the DPS set, on the just basic, and I only just changed these now. He used to be on the 4-star crit set that we got in the tutorial and the 4-star attack set. I just had this one that I picked up, but I like to have him on the damage set and have my other damage dealer on the life stealing set, or the Hades set. Ideally, if you can get a Sword Avatar set. I actually picked this one up from the shop because I had nothing with speed, so maybe a bit of a waste, but it helped me out a little bit. But yeah, I like to have my other DPS on the Hades set, so that then you have 2 DPS that have some sort of self-sustain, which is really helpful throughout the game if your healers are on cooldown and stuff like that. So I like having them both, and like I said, whoever's on the Hades set, I would like to get them on a Sword Avatar set if I can, so that they have a chance to revenge and get some health back as soon as they take that damage. But that's those 2. And Changpu, she's got a really good set of the Windwalkers. That's because I got this from clearing stage 80 of the tower. That's where I got these bad boys from. Also, if people are wondering, I've only bought the 10-day stamina pack. I haven't bought anything else in the game, if you're wondering, but I have been doing stamina refills up to 10 per day. Today I've done 10, previous day I did 10, and then the first day I did like 4 or 5. So that's just where I'm at, so people know. But yeah, so this set is the set that I got from clearing floor 80 of the tower, which is really nice. This is probably the only bad one. This one rolled really nice with 2 speed hits. This one rolled nice with 1 speed hit. I haven't upgraded it to 12 yet. And this one we didn't get any speed hits yet, but this one I was pretty happy with. So that's her set. And then the other 2, are just on like spare ones because I did a bunch. I probably did 60 to 100 runs on Kronos 8 to try and upgrade some relics, which is where a bunch of these came from. But keep in mind, like, this is a flat defense with, you know, not optimal stub stats. Like, these aren't great relics. They're just literally there to be 6 stars and have the base stats. This is still that. Ideally, I'd have her on speed as well, but I don't have many speed relics. Then we jump over to Gabriel. She's on, you know, flat HP here. This one wasn't too bad with the HP percent, but horrible substats. And that's sort of her set. And then I did get this one. No, this was the one I bought. This was the one I bought from the shop. This cost me like 500,000 gold, probably a bit of a waste, but I just needed some speed. I've only got the one other 5-star speed relic. So I need something with speed. So that's what I picked up. And, you know, it's working. She's on a split set. I literally just needed more speed on her, so that's why I bought that one. So that is where my skill ups are at, my relics are at, and everything like that. And her one here, like, I fused both of these. That's how I got these two. I fused them. So, you know, when you work up to get 6-star relic fusion, and then you fuse them, I was selecting the Hades set every time, trying to get upgrades for her. Ideally, she wants crit damage on this slot, but, you know, it was attack. Besides that, I was using a 3-star crit damage relic, so I pretty much almost got the crit damage back from this substat anyway. So I just maxed that one out. Cost me way too much to max out her 3 relics, but she's my main damage dealer, so I want to have some juicy damage. So that is where we're at. As for the way the team functions, it's pretty smooth. Ideally, you want more speed on everything. It's always an infinite battle to try and get more speed. But let's just jump in and I'll show you the run. We leave Gabriel as the leader, the HP. I need the HP. I just don't have the relic quality to use another leader skill at the moment. I need that sustain. I need that tankiness, and I don't have it anywhere else. So let's just go in the multi-battle. Let's go. Let's have a look. Now, I did do a 10 multi-run. I'll put it on screen. I got 5 wins and 5 defeats. So, honestly, I'm going to, I would rather farm this on stage 10 at a 50% win rate than farm level 9 at 100% win rate, because I'm only losing 5 stamina for that 10 run, because the great thing about this game is you only lose 1 stamina for a failed run. So for the increased drop rate, I'm actually happy with that. I'm probably not going to farm at the moment. I haven't finished all my ascensions or awakenings. What do they call it? Awakening? Ascension. Yeah, so I haven't finished those. I think I've got 1 to go on Li Ling. I've got 3 to go on Gabriel, 3 to go on Changpu, and also 3 to go on Helena. So that's what I'm going to focus on farming up next, is finishing off those awakenings. And then I should be pretty good just to cruise through and farm this, get a few upgrades, which won't take me too long because I'm still using some 4 stars. I'm just short on gold, so, you know, a lot of things aren't upgraded. And once I do that, I should be pretty fine to just farm my way through. Fortunately, we missed the defense break there, which kind of sucks because that early damage is always really handy. Can we land it with the second ability? No, we cannot. We missed out on all the defense breaks. Now, the Lin Jiao bleeds really don't do much damage in this, but, you know, and ideally I would love to get my Gabriel much faster so that we can, you know, cycle through that defense buff more often. But, you know, as it is, like I said, I'm a 50% win rate. You can get an idea for how it's going. If you miss debuffs, so like this one we might struggle on because we are missing some of the debuffs. If Changpu does her... Yep, okay. We're going to survive the next hit. It's the hit after this that we might struggle with. We are getting the defense buff up again, which is really nice. We get that immunity as well, so we're not going to get stunned. Got the speed slow on the towers as well. This is where Lin Jiao is amazing, because she can also speed slow the towers, which is very clutch in a lot of situations. So it's quite fantastic. And there's Li Ling, like, he didn't need it, but he still can top himself off with that damage, and so can Lin Jiao. So having your 2 DPS being able to top themselves off so that your healers can focus on keeping everyone else, like keeping themselves alive, is really nice. So there we go. Actually landed the attack break there as well. So this will hit like a wet noodle. He won't do much damage at all. Nice. There we go. Missed all the debuffs on the boss. I feel like the boss's resistance is a little bit higher than the towers. You can probably actually check that. But yeah, I just noticed I missed debuffs on the boss a lot more than I do on the towers, especially with the AoE attacks. But let's see if we can cap this off. So we should be fine here. We're going to leave this one. And then we should cap off the boss before his next attack, because we have both our DPS that should move first. There we go, got the attack break anyway. So even if he does roll into another attack, we should be fine. We've all got defense buff. He's got attack break. Happy days. Team's working well. But like I said, if I can speed up my my gab a bit faster, then like, you know, it's just going to be even better wins. So there we go. That is the clear. Like I said, I'm going to try and work on subbing out Lin Xiao for maybe another tanky support and have a real slow team. Otherwise, the other thing that I would try is putting a Drew in the team. However, I don't want to actually max out Drew at the moment. Maybe I'll do it so I can do like a free-to-play APEP team as well. I just don't want to invest that far because I did luck out for APEP and I pulled old mate here who will work for me just at 5-star, and I'll build him tanky and then I can just poison through APEP. So I really don't have to. We'll see what I do. Maybe I build the Drew and have a test bit like that. But honestly, for free-to-play players, this is a pretty solid core. Take out the Lin Xiao and you got these units. Like I said, you could pull better healers. You could pull something like this, or you could pull something like this, which I pulled both of them. But because I didn't want to use my skill ups on those units, I really wanted to get my Gabriel max skilled. I don't have any more 5-star 5-star skill ups, so like if I was skilling up her, I would have been screwed as well. So, you know, it's a mix. Now I got plenty of 4-star skill ups, but I don't want to waste it on a healer. I'd rather, you know, look towards arena and stuff like that. That's my personal preference, or maybe looking into one of the other dungeons that I can't do, building up a DPS for one of them. But yeah, that is it. Kronos 10, pretty happy we got there in 3 days, but we'll keep grinding and keep upgrading because like I said, these guys, I've still got some awakenings to do and some ascensions. I got 1 on him, 3 on her, 3 on her, and 3 on her left to go. So that's what I need to grind, but I've done all my stamina refills, so I've only got 88 stamina left for the rest of the day. Need the day to reset. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.